Hello all, Havoc here. Let's get ready to play some Space Engineers. Okay, so in this episode we're going to go over things I've been working on off camera. First of all, I've been taking reactors out of here and moving them, reactor components, to the Amelia because we don't have enough reactor components in here. And I'm pretty sure, go production, port side. I don't think we can create any because I don't think we have any gravel in the system. We might, I'm not sure. Yeah, I didn't think so. We don't have any gravel. So, so I'll have to look into getting some gravel because we need 2,000 reactor components per reactor, and this isn't even going to be enough for all of these. So I wanted to show you guys this. Check this out. A little bit of deformation underneath the deck. Yeah, not sure how it happened, but that's pretty awesome. So, in the process of tearing these out one by one and moving them over, let's see here. Let's go ahead and go on over and take a look at. I keep doing that. Let's take a look at the Amelia. See what we got done here. So I got all this, well, just about all this, welded up over here. Got to get a few more, I think, construction components. Motors and construction components for this and the conveyor underneath. They both need the same things. I got all the glass. Yeah, all the glass across the front done. Blocks over here done. I got to finish filling this in. Again, I'm not sure if I want to put motors here or here, but yeah, that's a thing. I need to work out and get that put into place. So the nose is done. It's getting pretty damn close to being done. Mixing up is going to start getting thrust replacements and got the hangar door done. So we can close the hangar door now. That'll be a thing. And so it leads me to comments on the last episode. Matthew Ritchie threw out a lot of comments, and I'm pretty stoked about all of them. They're all really on par with the direction we want to go with the ship. So first thing up is he recommended that we make this cockpit just be one of the standard. Do I have one on here? I don't. So one of the standard vanilla enclosed cockpits, one of these, and we pipe this up. So that's totally feasible. So like that, and then we just put a pipe into it right from underneath. So we can get. Oh, we don't want to do it yet, but we'll put it right here and pipe down underneath and duct it in probably to here. So put a conveyor there and run a pipe up to where it's at. So that I will work on off camera, but I just want to let you guys know that Matthew came up with that, and it's a really good idea because we're not looking to pressurize the whole ship. So we're going to focus on mainly, well, it's just me who runs this ship, so I don't play in a multiplayer environment, so there's no reason to pressurize the whole ship. So secondly, he asked where we were going to put the cryo and med bay, and that's something I had been really up in the air about from the beginning. Is just not sure where that's going to go. Honestly, I think I'm going to put it down here. When we respawn, we respawn. There's no hostile AI in the game, so that's not a big deal. Well, at least there's no hostile AI yet. Emphasis on yet. So if that does change, we can change that. So you can see here, I'm working on getting the reactor components in here. This one is kind of, yeah, doesn't have any yet. So let's see here. And he was talking about a few small cargo containers because we can't access these. And all honesty, the only access point to our inventory is those two reactors and these two doors, there and there. That's it. So that's kind of bogus for being able for us to get to supplies and stuff, because all the time we're going over to the Castro, grabbing a couple components, going out and welding it up ourselves. So we're going to look at adding some of one or two small cargo containers, not a lot, because I don't want them to clog up the inventory. So we're gonna have like one or two, probably in the back, near the doors, like right over here. Probably like right here. So we can just literally come in, grab some stuff, and go about our business. If we're on the front end of the ship, we can just grab it out of the reactor. So, and if we're on the sides of the ship, we have those 6 pods, 3 on that side, 3 on this side, for us to grab stuff out of. So that's going to be no worries there. And the other thing he was asking about, which he commented about several things, and all of them were fantastic. He brought up very good points, and all of which we're going to address here really soon, either this episode or the next, or the next coming episodes, I should say. He's asking about, is this going to be our only access down here to below deck? And at first I was like, well, yeah. Why wouldn't it be? And then he came up with some really cool solutions. He came up with a couple different ones, and he said, what about some access by the rear door? I was like, well, how would I do that? I mean, how am I going to put access back here? So my initial thought is, it's not a really bad idea. So we got those ramps that lead down, right? So this right here is just a decorative block. See, I have wedge blocks running all the way around, just so it gives it a little bit of, kind of decoration here. Well, what's to stop us from doing a slope down and making this a ramp down inside? So I really liked that idea. I really did. And so I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. I like that idea. And then he kind of took it a step further, and he was like, well, why even have the catwalk touch the entire perimeter? Why not have the entire perimeter be accessed down? So we could do something like, actually I should have left that one. I want to leave the corner ones. So it'd be like this. So this one, and this one. And then we could swap these ones here out for ones with rails on them. So if we wanted to go downstairs at any point in time, we could literally just rip over the guardrail and down below deck. We don't have to look for a door. So I'm kind of torn between both ideas. I'm kind of leaning towards the ramp idea. Just a sloped ramp going down on both sides. So I'm kind of looking at that. I think it's going to go this way, actually. We're going to start in this corner and go down in this way. So when we're coming into the ship, like so. So we come in, we land, the door's opened up. We literally will just drop in right here, and we'll fall the full height instead of having to worry about going down the ramp each time. So yeah, I think we're going to go with the ramp idea. Something I'm going to play with a little bit more off camera and try to figure out which direction I want to go with. But I do like the ramp idea. The ramp idea was, he just gave me a basic idea. How about some access towards the back? And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool too. Oh, he actually, now that I remember, he gave us a third option that we'd be able to get in there through this nacelle. And so, yeah, we'd be able to come over here. See? So we could put a door here and a ramp down right here. So we could totally make it to where we can get in through the nacelles as well. So, but I honestly, I like the other two options way better, to be able to use the ramping method and or the entire perimeter to be access and put up like some guardrails or something. I mean, we could get really fancy with this. We can put a block back here, take this out right here, and then run those glass doors, those glass catwalks across here. And then whenever we get close to it, they slide open with the sensor, and then we could drop in. So every time we come over here, this would just automatically open up, and we just drop down. Because we just about always have our jetpacks on. So that would totally be feasible as well. So you see here, we got our refineries online. That doesn't do us any good when we don't really have enough power to run them. We just have one reactor and a battery, one baby reactor and a battery. And then starting to get all this stuff here done. As I said, we need motors and construction components to get those completed. And let's see, we're starting to get these done as well. Yeah, so whatever Scorpion had in him when I was flying through, that's what got added to these. But these reactors sucked up pretty much all of it. That's where I started at, was the reactors, and then I did the other things. So yeah, like I said, the main focus of my work today was to, you know, in the last episode, as I mentioned, was to get the exterior complete. And I think we have like 2 blocks on the outside to finish. Oh yeah, we filled those in already. I thought I missed those, so I think we got those in the last episode. So now we just need to fill in this. And so, okay. So in theory, the exterior of the Kestrel, the Kestrel. I'll smack myself later. The exterior of the Amelia is fairly complete. We just need to get some steel plates in our inventory to finish those up. I have been robbing parts from this guy to get put into place inside here, inside the Amelia, for construction components and the like. 1,000 uranium in here because every time I take apart a reactor on the Kestrel, I need to put the uranium somewhere. So I've been putting it inside this guy in preparation for these 2 large reactors coming online. So, also one of the other things I want to start working on is getting the batteries laid out as well as the jump drives too. So that'll be coming soon. Probably, that'll be like 3 or 4 episodes out, I think. But we're going to get, again, my main focus is the off-camera work is things that are wireframe right now. These containers, the piping, the reactors. This is getting all this stuff online. But with you guys, I want to start looking at trying to get the thrusters laid out. And I'm not sure how I want to go about doing that. I think I want to do them here. One more, right? Yes. Oops. There we go. Alright, so there's that. And then if we go to here, so we do number 1. Alright, so we're going to put it here, right? I'm almost thinking that we should have moved it in further one. When I was counting out the blocks, we were like, should we go in one more? I'm kind of thinking we should have, but I don't know. We'll see what it looks like if we're able to get the wedge blocks to fill in appropriately. Then that's what we'll do. But, oh, that one's too far back. Okay. There we go. So we'll end up doing this, I believe. Did I do it wrong? I did it wrong. That's how I think it should be done. So we can do the sloped blocks. Yeah, we're going to do it that way. This needs to be... That one's wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. And here... That goes like that. And this goes like this. Alright. So... We do this front and back, both sides on the cells. I think that's going to be adequate. If it's not, we have plenty of surface here. We can carve in a shape. But I'm not too keen on doing that because there's nothing internal. And I really would like to keep this clean in here. But as I was saying before, this ship is not going to be super agile like the Kestrel was on the basis that we'll have jump drives. The Kestrel was, the Corvette class. She was going to go hunt down ships and deal out the damage from afar. So she needed to be quick. She needed to be agile. And that was also before jump drives. So now that we got jump drives, it's not as big a deal. So when a ship is X distance away, we jump out close and we deal the damage we need to. Because we're going to be launching fighters from the internal hold that are going to go do the damage. They're going to... Actually, the railgun's going to do the damage. Once the railgun gets the damage done, then we launch the fighters to go collect. Or the tugs, or whichever we're going to decide based upon our quarry. Back out of the chair. So I wanted to thank Matthew Ritchie for all the fantastic comments and the tremendous amount of fuel for thought. And it's definitely going to be the process of going forward with, something I really want to do. So like I said, I think I'm going to go with the ramp, slope down, and we're out of O2 because we only got 37%. And we just filled. Oh, no, wait. No, we didn't just fill. That was a save. Well, we're going to come over here and grab some O2 anyway. Swap out our bottles. We'll just keep it that way. That's fine for now. So, yeah, that's going to be pretty awesome to be able to facilitate things differently. Also, there is a thing we used back on our base, the base that we had in the asteroid a long time back. Let's see, I'm trying to remember what it's called. This guy right here, mergeless conveyor. It allows us to access inventory. Was it that one or this one? No, it was this one. It allowed us to get inventory out of it. So we can use these as well. You guys remember we use these like wall plates. And it do exactly that. It allowed us to get inventory at varying points on the station because we had that issue where we needed to. So let's see what happens if we cut a hole. Actually, you know where we'd do it? I know exactly where it would go. Hold on. Right here. Okay, so we take that out. G, conveyor. I was like, where'd it go? It was there a second ago. So this guy, right here. I like the 2 pointing that way. So if we do this, construction components, small steel tubes. And what do you have in you? Nothing? But you have most of the stuff we need, so thank you. Have a nice day. So yeah, we can access it. It does still count as... No, it doesn't. Does it? Yeah, it doesn't count as anything. I really don't think it counts. So control panel. Yeah, so it doesn't count as anything. So that's fantastic. That's exactly what we want to do. Is we want to be able to get to inventory, but not add inventory to the ship. So all we need to do is just pipe in this guy, and we can literally run a pipe straight down right here across to the center. Go with 7. Yeah, there we go. This guy right here. Whoop, whoop. There we go. We put a conveyor here. Actually, the conveyor would go there. And just for future proofing, we put that there. And so like that, we'd be able to run more stuff off of that corner if we need to. We still get our little up, over, and around. And yeah, that's totally feasible. I really like that. And so, like I said, we'll do our ramp down from this corner coming this way. This might impact that a little bit. We might actually go back to ramping this direction. Not sure. I'll look at it and get it figured out. We also have stairs that are in the mod packs. They're pretty cool. So we'll look at getting those going as well. That's pretty cool. It's red to show it's not connected. So yeah, we're gonna wrap up the episode here. So like I said, in a lot of the things we're gonna be doing here soon are gonna be in the next episode. I expect a lot of the wireframe stuff to be gone. That's gonna be my goal in the off-camera stuff, is to get that all done. So this is Havoc. Have fun and keep gaming.